We are in the North Cascades National Park in Washington, and we are stopped at the Gorge Creek Falls. We passed the Gorge Creek Dam, which powers the plant for electricity for Seattle. Really beautiful up here. It reminds us of Yosemite. Very high peaks, low valleys, and there's a big river that the road drives along. What was that dam we passed by?
I think it's called the George Creek Dam.
But what's it called? It's a hydro something. Hydroelectric dam, powered by water. And this is a little example of how the glaciers and the snowfields of the high Cascades create this all these waterfalls. So the Pacific air rises over the Cascade Mountains. It cools and condenses and turns into rain or snow. And it's kind of hard to see. Here's a good picture of the North Cascades. When the dam turned this section of Skagit River into George Lake, it dramatically altered the life of the gorge. Most obviously, the rising waters drowned streamside habitat. Other impacts have been subtler. Nutrient-rich sediments get trapped behind the dam instead of dispersed downstream to support life along the banks. By altering water temperatures and oxygen levels, the dam affects fish species and aquatic plants, as well as the wildlife that depends on them. Scientists and hydroelectric managers are seeking ways to mitigate dam impacts. Water releases are scheduled to support salmon migration and spawning, and power companies contribute to fish and wildlife enhancement programs above and below the dams. A dam draws a line across the river. The line between development and preservation is more difficult to draw. George Dam completed in 1961. And this was in 1919. Seems pretty quiet now. Looks like you can see that line over there and that line right there. And you can kind of see the building structure between the trees. Oh, the dam's like right there. All the trees are hiding it though. I was able to see it from the street, the road. I'm gonna go up this way. Still can't really see it. Can you see the dam now?
A little bit better.
Gorge High Dam. There it is. That's where Seattle gets its power from. Huh. I like how you can see in the distance the snow on the mountains. This is beautiful nature up here. We've got rivers, big tall mountains, different peaks, glaciers in the distance. Pretty cool park. We are checking out the Diablo Lake overlook. Look at that gorgeous green. We're at the, can you hold this? So we're at the Diablo Lake overlook. And we just came from the Gorge Lake. We're on Highway 20. And next we'll be going over towards the Ross Dam and Ross Lake. It's just got such beautiful landscape here. Cascading waters of the Skagit River Valley have been generating commercial electricity for the Seattle area since 1924. Diablo Dam, to your left, supplies up to 159,000 kilowatts. Gorge Dam and Ross Dam also tap the Skagit's power. Gorge Dam, Ross Dam. Powering Seattle. Very windy. Boat down there. See that? Just launched. Freshly launched boats out here. Definitely feel like we're out in the wild. We're here at Ross Lake Trail, checking out the different hikes Ross Dam has to offer. And we are there. I'm gonna walk over here, check out the dam. We're very close to Canada. And this is the North Cascades, which is at the top of the Cascade Mountain Range, which we have been driving on this trip so far. All right, here is a view of the dam. Pretty damn big, right? Let's see the lake. And if we're looking north, we'll be looking at Canada. Made it to the dam. Wow. This is massive.
It's huge.
It's a big dam. So this is the lake with the higher level that they're holding. It seems very sunny on this side. Yeah, it's quite cloudy on that side. And the rain. That's the glacier. Woo! Pretty cool. Brandon's looking around, checking out the dam. Ross Lake. Beautiful, beautiful landscape. North Cascades, you're gorgeous. Brandon is a crazy man. He's going on to the top. Oh my gosh. Woo! How you doing up there? Woo! All right, this is fun. All right, we're heading out of the park. Some final views here. Lots of pine, Douglas fir, lots of green, 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 green. Very snowy. The elevation here is 54.77. A big valley there. Incredible. All right, we just went through the Cascades where there was lots of snow, and now we're going through the valley here, which is all green and farmland. We are in Pateros, small town with a big river going through it. And lots of hillsides, farmlands, ranches. Very tranquil place. There's a rainbow in the rain clouds in the distance. It's so cool. Also, tomorrow night is the full moon lunar eclipse. So it's gonna be magical. So amazing. What an amazing omen. The Rainbow Bridge taking us to higher dimensions where our archangels live. All the ascended masters, our spirit guides live up in the heavens, up towards divine light. This portal of the lunar eclipse is a time to connect to those dimensions, to honor your ancestors, to your soul, your spirit guides, to manifest the life of your dreams.
Big old rainbow, it's so bright.
Still can kind of see it. Looks like a big mushroom. Look at the heavens at the top. Beautiful, beautiful bright light. Alright, we just entered the town of Grand Coulee. Pretty good amount of housing here. Lots of levels of ground. And we're like kind of near all this water. There's another dam, the Coulee Dam. We're gonna stop in Spokane, Washington for dinner on our way to Idaho, and then to Glacier National Park. I think this is the Coulee Dam. Let's see, it says, oh, look at those Washington heads. Coulee Dam left, Electric City right. They have a lot of dams here, huh? It was so cool. We were surrounded by rainbows in the meadows. It was a sign from Goddess God.
And rule number 3, if you're not playing, you're one of 2 or 3 people in the bar. Do not yell out the answers. Let these people win or lose on their own.
At Denny's. We said on this trip that we were going to make it to Denny's eventually for late night eating, and here we are at Denny's. We did it! It is 4:20 a.m. We're looking for the lunar eclipse, which is supposed to be happening right now. I think it's in the distance, but there's lots of clouds. But there's a little bit of a reddish color in the clouds there, so this is all we can see. We're at our hotel in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. We made it to Idaho.
Oh, 1 mile in fog patches and showers early Friday, but improving to greater than 6 miles on Friday morning.
Stars shining bright above me. Night breezes seem to whisper sycamore tree. Dream a little dreamer.
walking around downtown Coeur d'Alene, and there's this market that just is cleaning up right now. This is a really cute town, I have to admit. They have a lot of cute little shops and pubs and restaurants and clothing stores and a lot of small businesses. And there's a lake. And we're like in northern Idaho, basically, where it's just more nature. Because the only part of Idaho I'd been to was near Boise. And it's like more deserty. It's very flat. Out here, there's tons of trees, and people don't even wear masks here. When we went into the hotel and into the restaurants last night, no one was really wearing a mask. Some of the servers are. I think that it's a choice. I think that they have it where it's not mandatory. So now we're going to go in to get some breakfast items, coffee and such. I think they have acai bowls. Yeah, that's what I want. Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna get. Right, I got the Hawaiian acai bowl. It's got some goodies in here. Almonds, coconut, pineapple, blueberries. It's my favorite combo is blueberries and coconut. And then we also got the immunity juice, which I really needed because we've been on the road and, you know, just eating whatever we can find. Can't be too picky when you're on the road, right? And this is a breakfast burrito with some hot sauce, ketchup, and sour cream. That looks awesome. I like that panini press on there. What you reading, Brandon?
Isn't about the outdoor activities?
Outdoor activities. Isn't Coeur d'Alene a nice town?
Yeah, it's pretty.
I like it. I want to come back here. We're just walking around by the lake of Coeur d'Alene. And apparently they have a lot of Bigfoot culture here, which I was not expecting because I thought that was just like a Humboldt thing, redwoods. But see, like we saw a Sasquatch statue, and there's like a Sasquatch on a motorcycle. So pretty much, I guess this whole part of the country, maybe Canada too, I don't know, I've never been to Canada, has a lot of this Bigfoot mythology. I don't know if you believe in Bigfoot, but I do. I don't really actually want to see him or it. I don't really want to interfere. I don't like to interfere or manipulate other beings that are sovereign, but I think that there could be a lot of connection to history that we need to know, that we will know eventually. Coeur d'Alene tribal family and traditional dress. 1880s, 1890s. Looks like they were building it up. And then I got the lumber company. It's all about the lumber in Bigfoot County country. It's really, yeah, this town is fairly new. Most of the buildings here are in really good condition, really great condition. So I really do think that it was built a lot more recently than the coastal towns, especially because this was sort of still, the last frontier of the colonizers. It wasn't controlled by the French, it wasn't controlled by the Spanish, it was controlled by the Native Americans. So, just really interesting part of the country to be in. Really different than our Southwest trip, where they had a lot of Hopi tribe culture. And that beautiful soil that's like pink and orange. Out here, it's all about the mountains. It's all about the trees, the Douglas fir, the pines, redwoods, and lots of Cascades, mountains, rivers, lakes. So it's beautiful. Next time I come, I gotta get on this water. Check it out. Nice boat. Nice looking boat there. It feels like Coeur d'Alene is the Lake Tahoe of Idaho. It's a very boat-friendly place, and there's a big resort there by the lake. And the weather is beautiful. It is very white, though, I'll have to admit that. But, it's Idaho. Boardwalk Bar. Gotta come here. Beautiful, beautiful landscape here as we are heading to Glacier National Park in Montana, new state. This is still considered Pacific Northwest. So it's Bigfoot territory over here. So green, so lush. All right, we just entered Montana. It is beautiful and green here. I think this is Lake Glacier up here. So we've got about 3 hours to drive. But look at that beautiful land. Gorgeous. You're driving by the Clark Fork River. And the time has changed to one more hour. So now it's 8 o'clock in the evening. We're in the Lolo National Forest now. And we just passed by some public camping sites on the National Forest recreation area, which looked really nice by the river. Really tranquil place with fire pits. It's very, very grandiose nature. It's gorgeous. Driving through Summers towards Big Fork, and there's a lake here. We've been driving around a big lake, and the mountains in the distance have snow. Big Sky Country, or Big Sky, what do you call it? Land, county. There were some reservations we passed by, lots of small towns. It's a really big lake. It's called Flathead Lake. It's beautiful, very scenic. All right, we just arrived at the Lake McDonald Lodge. It is 11 p.m. This is a beautiful lodge, really, really nice. 3 stories. And we're just hanging out, having some wine, checking out our trail. Lots of things are closed. There's only one restaurant. The red buses are not in operation because of COVID. It's been an interesting time, this COVID, I'll say. We've been to lots of national parks, and most of them are half closed. But, you know, we're just grateful to be here. We're at the view of the full moon. Look at that. Right through the trees and clouds, showing all her glory to us. Thank you so much. We love you, moon. Beautiful. So we're having Fritos with some bean dip. That's what we do. And huckleberry wine. We're in McDonald Lake Lodge. There's no microwave. I just ate some Chinese food, cold, drinking beer and wine. It's a beautiful lodge, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm probably gonna smoke a joint now. There's no bathtub. I was really hoping for a bathtub. I put my moon crystals out here because we got a full moon here at Lake McDonald. Beautiful lodge. Here's the outside of Lake McDonald Lodge. And there are a ton of swallows with nests right under the roof there. It's a nice lodge, and there's not actually very much Wi-Fi or anything, or cell service. So it's pretty tranquil. And then here's a totem pole. Reminds me of the totem pole we saw in Seattle at Pioneer Square that they apparently stole from Alaska. It's a pretty cool story. The indigenous people demanded they pay them $5,000 for it, and basically they didn't get paid for it, so they ended up burning it. And then the city wanted another one and asked the tribe to make another one, and the tribe said, yeah, just pay us $5,000, which was how much they wanted for the first one. And so they did, and then they're like, thanks, that was for the first one, now you got to pay us for the next one. It's $50,000. And they paid them $50,000 for a second totem pole. I just thought that was genius. That, you know, karma's real. If you don't believe in karma, you know, it's just one of those things. You're gonna live with lots of demons. You gotta face those shadows. I just made a post today on Instagram and Facebook about it, and not all of us are strong enough to face our own shadows. You know, I think that those of us who are chosen. I do feel that strong power within me. It's not something everyone's capable of doing, and not everyone's going to be able to go down that road. And they're going to struggle. They're going to struggle with the new earth, the new world that's coming, where we take our power back, where we stop playing the victim role, And it's going to be beautiful because we're going to create the life of our dreams. Just look at this. Glacier National Park. A lot of things are closed, but we're going to see if we can get to Avalanche Lake today. And just do a nice little hike and hang out by the lake. And also we're by McDonald Lake. So we're going to check that out today as well. All right, we are hiking to Avalanche Lake. And we are on this really cool little wooden path. Little bridge built to protect the ground. I can hear a chipmunk.
Look at the leaves. It's all cedar. You see the leaves up there?
This is one of the most widespread trees in the Pacific Northwest, ranging from southern Alaska to northern California.
They have like unique leaves.
My teacher told me that you can make a tea using the needles of the cedar trees.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to help with detoxing.
Oh yeah.
I'm also going to probably buy some cedar oil from the website Ringing Cedars. There's a book called The Ringing Cedars of Russia, and it talks all about the power of the cedar trees. Oh, look out, Bigfoot. No, just kidding.
Yeah, Bigfoot.
I'm still looking.
I'm photobombing.
I'm still looking for him. So, it's a good time out here. Everyone's in a good mood. We're just happy to be in nature, man, you know? People out here in Montana, they're not even wearing masks inside. Because we're at a national park, you know, they kind of have to enforce it. But other than that, everywhere it's pretty much no masks. Even when we were in Idaho, Coeur d'Alene, no one was wearing a mask inside. So, you know, it's really about your mind. Free your mind. And don't let fear take your mind, you know. That's what this is all about. I think getting out of those cities, getting out of all of the very politically, you know, polarizing areas, and just get in touch with yourself. Get in tune with what you need, you know, to have inner peace. And that for me is nature, connecting with Mother Gaia, being out here in these beautiful parks. It's like a really pretty green, it's like green-blue color. There's the glacier in the background. Let's see if you can see it. Kind of cool that the rock is kind of red colored. See how red it is? It's like a sort of deep ruby red. This is a view from the hike. Lots of fallen trees. And then we got a beautiful glacier waterfall. How's it going? Hello. You're really comfortable around people, huh? It's like posing for me.
It's great.
All right, we are at Avalanche Lake. Ooh, look at that waterfall. We were right by the Continental Divide. What's that called? The Triple Divide?
Triple divide.
Is east of here. And that's where it separates into Hudson Bay and then Columbia River and then the Mississippi that goes to the Gulf of Mexico.
Yes.
So really, really natural landmark, significant to the colonization of this land. Look at the colors in here. We got some turquoise. We got some of this ruby. Really beautiful. Beautiful Avalanche Lake. It's a really nice day too. The sun is out. Really nice hike over here. Glacier National Park. Hey, we are here at Glacier National Park at Avalanche Lake. It is a gorgeous day here on the lake. You can see the peaks behind us. And the lake is beautiful and blue. See that snow-covered mountain back there? Trying to brighten it up. It's hard to see, but it's back there. And we are also near the Continental Divide. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh yeah. Woo! Where are you going? Going on a hike? Just walking on the street like nothing's, like it's just a normal day. Just strolling. Isn't it a beautiful day?
Like a tiger came out and ate one.
Boating. Boat life. Boating on Lake McDonald. Gorgeous. The lake is ours. We're watching this bald eagle going around in circles. Might be hard to see at this angle. See that? Whitehead. Whitehead! America! America! Representation of freedom. America represents freedom. Now it's time for us to embody it truly for all people. All people. May all beings be free. May all beings be free. Happy. Alright, we found the bald eagle's nest. See that big in the middle? It looks like a big bushy, blobby group of leaves and bushes and branches. But the eagle went into the nest, but we can't really see the eagle from here. But that's the bald eagle's nest.
We're gonna come back to find it.
That's where our bald eagle lives. There's a lot of paintings in the lodge of Native Americans. And this one says 1927. I really appreciate that the lodge has all these paintings here. Pretty cool, 1927. The tribes here. The native tribe was Blackfeet. Blackfeet. First neighbor. Samaki. Singing for Nothing, Blackfeet Girl, 1935. Wow, 1935. We are checking out of the Lake McDonald Lodge. Definitely a historic landmark. Lots of these mountain goat busts over here. Didn't get to see any mountain goats though. That's what I was hoping for. It's all right. Next time. So we're driving out of Glacier National Park through Montana from northwest Montana to southwest towards Bozeman, Montana. And it's a big sky country.